Hello, everyone. My name is John Schaefer, and I'm the Associate Director for Graduate Student Success and Professional Development with the Graduate School. And I'm pleased to provide you this supplement breakout session for the virtual graduate school orientation. And I wanted to talk to you a few minutes about imposter syndrome. So just to give you a little bit of background on me, I am a two-time alum of UTSA. So I received my bachelor's in communication and public relations. And then I decided after I finished my program, about 4 years later, that I may want to consider going after a master's degree. Now, to give you a little bit of personal history uh, on my venture into higher education or getting a bachelor's degree, I was a non-traditional student. So what that means is that I finished my undergrad degree at a later age in life. So I was 30 when I graduated with my undergrad. And the reason for that is I'd started college right after high school like everybody else. And then after a few years, I ended up dropping out because I wasn't really engaged with what I was doing, studying at the time. And I was young and I had a lot of friends that weren't in school, and so that was more appealing to me. And then, I grew up a little bit and realized that I needed a college degree, so I went back, I completed it. And honestly, I exceeded at that point when I graduated at 30, because I was out of school for about 6 years, and really the percentage of returners after, I believe it's 2 years, goes down dramatically. The percentages drop dramatically as to when you're going to return. So 6 years later, I returned to school, uh, finished my degree in a few years, and I thought that was it. I was not someone that was very interested in school, and it was more getting a degree was a means to an end to get a job. But I was having difficulty finding the kind of job that I really wanted, that really enticed me, that I could feel really passionate about. And so after about 3.5 years of getting involved with some what I consider more dead end jobs, I had talked to a few people. I knew some people in the higher education administration master's program at UTSA. I kind of knew what they did. It was very interesting to me. I thought that, and I did have a background in program development. I worked for a nonprofit in my mid 20s. And so I think everything coupled together, it felt like a good fit, but I really didn't think I could make a go of getting a master's degree, because that seemed so far above my capabilities. I mean, just the word graduate school, the word master's degree seemed so far out of my reach that I didn't have confidence in myself. And that probably resonates with a lot of you. It's the confidence factor. And so, I had some urging from my little sister, who was always ahead of me when it came to school. She graduated with her bachelor's before me, and she graduated with a master's degree before me, and her degree was in counseling, and that was also from UTSA. And she encouraged me to do it. She said, I think this would be a good fit for you. She says, I have all the faith in you that you can tackle a master's program. And so I applied, I was accepted, and then going into my first semester, my first class, I was extremely nervous, because I'm thinking the people that are in a master's program or in a graduate program are scholarly. These are very smart people. And I never considered myself academically adept, I guess. And so I really thought I'm gonna crash and burn. And financially, this was all on me. And so anyway, I go to my first class, and that I have posted up on the screen. There's that level of self-doubt with imposter syndrome. You think, I'm a fraud. I don't belong here with everybody else. Giving the example that everyone else is smarter than I am. Now, the fact that you feel like you don't belong here is incorrect. And you have to be able to separate your feelings from the facts. The facts are that you were accepted into graduate school, and a graduate school, whether it be UTSA or anywhere else, does not just accept people just, oh, well, you know, this person wants to go into this program, so let's let them in. It's a rigorous review process of applicants. And I know this because even though I don't work in admissions, I do know a lot about the admissions process. You are reviewed by a panel or a committee of faculty that determine if it looks like you have the background, the interest, and the foundation to be successful in a graduate program. So if you're accepted to graduate school, the answer is yes. In fact, you do belong here. But I didn't know that at the time. And that's why I'm doing this short little supplement session for you, because I think this is important. This type of information really resonates with a lot of graduate students. So once I got through my first class, my first week, and then you get into 2 weeks, and then suddenly you have your first paper or project due, and then the nerves settle back in. Do I have the ability to do this? And you really have to take it one step at a time. If there's one takeaway from this session, it is just simply take it one step at a time. Go to your first class, take your first test, get your first grade, complete your first paper or project, and then complete your first semester. Before you know it, the first semester is over. And if you keep up with the readings, the class discussions, the projects, the papers, you rely on your classmates to work together, whether it be group work or group meetings. You ask questions of your professor, again, of your classmates, to help you succeed, because I've always said it takes a village to raise a graduate student, and I fully believe that. But once you get through the one step at a time, you'll get to the end of your first semester and you'll think, wow, okay, I did it. I took 2, maybe 3 classes, some of you maybe 4 classes. I did it. And okay, let's go next semester. And albeit this is not going to be everyone's experience, I far exceeded my expectations in a graduate program. I graduated with a 4.0. It became a goal of mine after the first couple semesters of getting straight A's. My goal was not just to get a master's degree. My goal was to get a master's degree with a 4.0. And I did it. And I still look back and I think, wow, I think there's still a little bit of imposter syndrome there. I really do, because I look back and I think, oh, wow, who was that accomplished that task? But ultimately, you have to own it. You are here for a reason. You have a passion to improve yourself academically, professionally. This may be a step onto greater things, such as a PhD program or a promotion at work. I think my takeaway for you is you absolutely can do it, 100%. And you have a village of not only classmates and faculty, but you have a village of staff at UTSA that provide services to you that will help you succeed. And you'll see a lot of those on the graduate school orientation YouTube playlist. They're all here to assist you, whether that be academically or additional skills, participating in your own personal and professional development outside of the classroom. So that's really all I wanted to share with you. Again, welcome to UTSA. We're thrilled that you're here. And we do hope that at some point in the near future, the world will normalize, we'll be able to come back together, and we'll all be able to attend sessions like this in person. Have a great semester, and again, welcome to UTSA, and go Runners.